54% of teens think that they will be a millionaire in their 20s. However, only 6% of millionaires in the US are under the age of 29. Not 6% of the population, 6% of millionaires, which is already a small percentage of people, are under the age of 29. Think on that. So we're going to cut right to the chase. The first tactic teens do to become millionaires in their 20s is to invest instead of save. So I'm taking a Dave Ramsey class for school. I'm homeschooled, so I have freedom. Okay. Get homeschooled. So I'm taking a Dave Ramsey class for math. And Dave Ramsey is an entrepreneur, a billionaire. But he talks a lot about saving. Save your way to a millionaire. And I think that is the lamest thing ever. Ever. If you're trying to save your way to be a millionaire, don't expect to be a millionaire in your 20s. Give up on it. Like, if you're only going to save, bro, if you're not going to buy Starbucks coffee and, make coffee at home because, it's way cheaper and penny pinch your way to be a millionaire, expect to be a millionaire when you're 60. Like everybody else who saves their way to be a millionaire. It's a sad existence. And why not work your way to be a millionaire? Spend on what you want. Invest in yourself. Be free with your money. Don't be too stingy. Give when you feel like giving. And just work your butt off, bro. And become a millionaire young. Anybody can do it. If they want to bad enough. And everyone tells you to save money, but look at everyone. They all retire when they're 60. And if that's the path you chose, hey, that's what you chose, bro. But for those who still have the opportunity, for those my age, 16, 15, 18, bro, you have a lifetime ahead of you. And you can make this choice right now. Don't save your way. Don't try and save your way to be a millionaire. Work your butt off and become a millionaire as young as you can. Because if you're willing to wait and live, like really live your life until you're old and not be able to enjoy the luxuries of life when you're young and able and can move and run still, like, I don't know, bro. It's like, come on. And, okay, and something I want to talk about as well is if your money is sitting in an envelope, like if you don't have a bank account yet, I'll raise my hand and say, boys, I don't have a bank account yet. I haven't made a lot of money. Like, don't come to me and say that that I'm making a lot of money yet. But I know what it takes. And I know what I have to do to get a good foundation. Because I do have a good foundation set. All my money, I keep in envelopes. That money's not earning me any interest, compound growth, or nothing. It's idle doing nothing. So if you're trying to save for a car and you're around my age and you're doing the envelope method where you keep all your money in an envelope and every time you take in income, you like split money or put a portion of that money into the car savings envelope and the rest of it goes to another envelope. It's a way of budgeting that I learned on the Dave Ramsey online course. And I do take some benefit from the Dave Ramsey online course, but I don't agree with the savings thing. But anyway, that money that's sitting in an envelope is not earning you any money, right? It's just sitting idly. Wouldn't that money make you more money if you invested that money into knowledge, as in online courses and books? Because there's nothing that gives you a higher ROI than knowledge. So why not take some money out of your Wendy's food budget envelope take some money out of your new shoes, new clothes envelope, all the vanity envelopes, and invest that into this book particularly. If you've never bought a business book and you don't know a lot about money, invest in Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad is the first business book I ever read, and it gave me a beautiful baseline to start from, a beautiful foundation to build up from. It talks a lot about cash flow. It talks a lot about what is a liability and what is an asset. It talks about like overcoming certain things and just building an entrepreneur mindset. And it is so good. It is so good. And if you've never bought a business book, buy that book. That book, I don't know exactly how much it cost because my dad loaned it to me. I did not buy that book. But all these other books I have, I'm not going to grab it, bro. I have to go way over there. But I have like $100 million offers, and I have a whole bunch of other books on human nature and stuff like that and how to influence and influence people. All that's giving me value. It's putting more value into my pocket, more money into my pocket. But I had to spend money to gain that knowledge. But the money that I put into that is going to multiply and going to grow because of the knowledge that I learned from the investment. So if there's one thing that I can tell you, is that if your money's not doing anything for you and it's not growing idly somewhere passively, invest it. Everybody's laughing and talking about interest and compound growth, bro. And we're going to be laughing about ROI when we're investing in all these business books and telling them, oh, you're wasting your money. Come on. Yeah, okay. We'll see who's a millionaire in their 20s and who's a millionaire when they're old and 60. Gosh, bro. All right, so let's move on to the next session. The second tactic teens do to become millionaires in their 20s is they set daily goals. I do this, and I've been doing this for a long time now. I'm one of them people who just benefit from having a list, period. Okay, I'm gonna give a funny story. My boy laughs at this every time I say this. I used to set as a daily goal to earn a certain amount of arena points in a video game called Fortnite back in the day. So your boy was making productivity lists back when he was a video game addict. So I'm experienced with setting daily goals. And so the reason why they set daily goals is it really like it keeps you on track. Like, wouldn't you think? Eman Gadget kind of said this in a short. I think I saw this on a Eman Gadget clip, whatever. If you set the next day's goals the night before, you wake up already knowing what you have to do. Like today, I got woken up and immediately had to go to work. I got woken up from sleep by my mom telling me that I had to go help my dad do something. I had to go look for something. I'll tell you what, bro, today has been crazy productive. Why? Because I started today productive immediately. I rolled out of bed and went and did something productive. And I don't think that it was a coincidence that today was so productive and that I was already in a productive mindset all day because I literally woke up and started doing something productive. And this is what setting a daily goals, a list, checklist, whatever you want to say, habit tracker gives you. You wake up knowing what you have to do. And what this gives you is it gives you a clear thing to look at, and it gives you like, bro, it gives you crazy dopamine when you check something off every day. And it gives you motivation. Like if you have a habit tracker, I could grab my notebook, but bro, again, I don't want to. It's way over there. And, yeah, I'm not gonna grab it. So I have a habit tracker for the month. And every time I look at that, I can see how consistent I've been with my meditation, my journaling, my reading, and my working. And so if I do it that day, I check it off. If I don't, I'll put it next. And I can see how consistent I've been. And that gives me motivation and it gives me something to work on and make clear progression on. Like if I look at it and say, bro, you missed these many days of meditation. Okay, next month, we're only going to miss these many days of meditation. And it gives me like a scale to work off of. And not only is that benefiting me, but it's also making me feel good because it's giving me dopamine and it gives me motivation. And if you don't have that, you're gonna kind of lose clarity and you're gonna lose kind of where you are and how it's going. And believe me, I've been on both ends of the schedule. I went from being literally like very consistent with doing daily habit trackers and stuff, and then stopping for like a month or so, and then now getting back on it again. And I immediately see the difference, and it's big. It's big, and you can believe me on that, or you cannot believe in me. But I'm just saying, if you don't believe in me, just leave the video because you're not going to find any value in it. The third tactic teens do to become millionaires in their 20s is they take advice selectively. And this is the big one. When you try to be productive and when you actually try to start doing stuff with your life, I feel like everyone gets an opinion. Like suddenly everybody wants to tell you what to do. I don't understand why this is. But when you actually try to start doing something big with your life, everybody seems to come in and like try to tell you, like, bro, do this, and like, oh no, you should do this, and like, oh, I've been there, you should do this. But you've probably heard this, and it's like, don't take advice on being rich from a poor person. Would you take fitness advice from a fat person? Would you take business advice from a homeless person? Would you take relationship advice or social skills advice from a cringe person? No. So you have to be hard on yourself and be careful about the kind of content and the kind of language and words that are and knowledge that is given to you. You have to be careful of what you let in. And I kind of made a video on this, but I don't think I posted it. And it's like everyone gets okay, everyone gets an opinion, but very few get a say. And I forget who says this. It might have been Alex Mosey. Everyone gets an opinion, but very few get a say. And so what you have to do is you have to listen to everyone's opinions. Listen to grandma's opinion on, how to make money and stuff like that. But if she's not a rich granny, bro, don't take her advice. You know? And probably don't take her advice anyway, because when she was a businesswoman, that was a different era. And the way to make money has drastically changed. You have to look into that. Like, who am I taking advice from? And you have to think about, like, where are they getting this advice? And so I do believe that there is something to learn from everybody. So, like, there's something to learn from the cringe dude. There's something to learn from the homeless dude. And there's something to learn from the poor person. But it's not money advice from the poor person. And it's not business advice from the homeless man. And it's not social skills from the cringe person. But you should listen to what they're telling you, because you might find an unexpected golden nugget of advice. You know what I'm saying? And people are going to give you opinions whether you like it or not. Like, people are going to tell you their opinions whether you asked for it. I'm sure you've probably been gotten with this, like, who asked kind of thing. And that's what happens when people give you opinions. You're not going to ask for them, most likely. They're just going to tell you. And so it wouldn't make sense to be rude to them. It wouldn't make sense to shut them down, to rob them of their dignity. Dale Carnegie says not to do that, how to influence and influence people. You should listen to what they're saying. But really be careful before you take their advice. For example, someone might tell you not to film videos in a certain way because that's not good for watch time, right? They might tell you not to film long form content because it's not good for watch time. People have told me this. Don't make long form content because people's attention spans are short. I listen to this and I'm like, that is true. People have short attention spans. And then I think to myself, who am I making this content for? The people with short attention spans or the people like myself who wish they had someone like me who would film long form content and tell them all of this? Obviously, it's the second one, the person like me. And then I come to this again. Do I like filming long form content better than I like filming short form content? Yes, I like filming long videos. Short videos have their time and place, but I prefer lighting a candle, having my light like this, my microphone here, just kind of vibing out of my room late at night. Like it's 11 p.m. right now, filming a video and taking as long as it needs for me to get my point across. Yeah, maybe it's not the best for my analytics, but by doing this, I'm going to find my true fans who actually like watching my content. So I don't think this is going to happen. I do think I'm going to blow up on YouTube eventually. But for a while, I might have only 2,000 subscribers. But because I have 2,000 true fans, I'm going to have better statistics and analytics than a lot of guys with 100K subscribers because they don't have true fans. My fans are going to be so dedicated to me. It's going to be like a cult-like following. Because everything I say, like they relate with, and they're like, bro, this guy has to be reading my mind. But I'm just being honest and true to myself. So that's kind of an example, but take it how you will. But you have to take advice selectively if you're trying to become a millionaire in your 20s. Just kind of how it has to be, bro. At least how I see it. The fourth tactic teens use to become millionaires in their 20s is they take care of their mental and physical health. If you don't have the discipline to go into the gym consistently, you don't have the discipline to be a millionaire. Whoa. But I'm serious, bro. If you're not jacked, bro, if you're not even healthy and athletic, like, I'm not necessarily jacked at the moment. I'm athletic build, and after I quit sports and after I'm done, like graduated, I want to get bigger and I want to get more mass to me. But right now, I'm a basketball player, do a lot of cardio, and I'm not like necessarily jacked, but I do have a fair amount of muscle mass on me. And so, like, I go to the gym, bro. I wish I had water very consistently. I work out every single day. Either like sometimes I do cardio and strength and conditioning. Sometimes I just do cardio. Sometimes I just do strength. But it doesn't matter. Like I'm working out every day regardless. So if you don't have the discipline to go to the gym right now, one thing that you need to be doing is meditating. See, there's levels to building discipline. And I have to say that if you can't go to the gym, which, it's granted, it's fairly hard to go to the gym consistently. I understand that, not everybody's there yet. But you know what's not that hard? Meditating for 10 minutes a day. Meditating for 5 minutes a day. That's not hard at all. That's boringly easy. So build your discipline muscle by meditating. And while you're building your discipline muscle by meditating, you're also building your mental health. So you're killing two birds with one stone. You see? You see this. And then try to start going to the gym twice a week. Then build it up 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week. Don't worry about rest days, bro. 6 times a week, 7 times a week. Go to the gym every single day. And come back to the comments and tell me how much gains you make. Okay? If you don't have the discipline to meditate and go to the gym and take care of your body so that you have a healthy body and a healthy mind to go to work at a business, you're not ready yet, bro. Don't start a business yet. Don't even start a YouTube channel yet. No, start a YouTube channel. Start a YouTube channel because I want you to document your progress. But don't try to go start a legit business yet until you have the discipline to easily go and make yourself to go to the gym, to easily go and meditate. Don't try to pursue that yet. There's levels. And that's going to be it for this video, boys. My name's Charlie. I'm a homeschooled athlete, an entrepreneur on self-improvement. Much love to you, bro. It's not that hard to be a millionaire as you might think. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I have the mindset of a millionaire. And I've manifested it so much into my mind that I'm going to be a millionaire that I already feel as if I am. And that's hard for me to explain, and I'm not going to be able to explain it here in this video. But that could be a final thought I could leave you off with, and to maybe manifest into yourself, and to really think about that, and to maybe try and do that for yourself as best you can. And I will make a video on that here shortly, on helping you do that as well. Again, much love to you, bro. Keep improving yourself and never stop. You have a good night, bro.